Police officers have been implementing what Museveni says through his addresses. This further goes to show the absolute lack of respect for the Constitution on the people of Uganda to rise up and defend themselves against the continuing effects of bad governance.
And we are going to show this government that it has no power whatsoever to lock up Ugandans to die of hunger in their homes. I will request my able assistant. I get tempted to call him my deputy.
All right, thank you, Honorable Namboze.
I now have the honor to invite Honorable Kenny Luchamuzi, the man.
Thank you very much.
No, it's okay.
I have already been introduced as President of the Conservative Party. I'm excited by the statement which has been given. But before I say anything, allow me to congratulate the two principal leaders here present for finding it appropriate to meet and say something collectively about the fate of our country, Uganda. President Museveni does not have any authority to dominate us. In Uganda, someone who stands up, he declares curfew on a regular routine, stops public transport, private transport, closes all the schools, universities, and religious institutions. That in a nutshell amounts to a state of emergency. President Museveni does not want to talk about the state of emergency because the framers of the 1995 Constitution envisaged a situation like that and put in place provisions like Article 110, Article 46, Article 47, Article 48 to make sure that much as there is a state of emergency, the fundamental rights of man and woman must be respected in continuity. We are in a difficult situation, and we call upon all the people of Uganda to rally together so that we fight a dictator of an omnipotent nature. The time is now to act because under Article 1, under Article 2, under Article 3, we have the powers to own power and even command that power as the people of Uganda. The time is now to review that exercise. It is not late. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the man.
Let's now invite POA, Honorable Patrick Oboy Amuriat, the FDC President, to speak to us in 2 minutes.
I want to thank the People's President and the leader of the People Power Movement for coming together, responding to a call by Ugandans who would like to see a united opposition in this liberation struggle to bring an end to the dictatorship that has been brought to us by Yoweri Museveni. And so I expect this unity to be full of sacrifice. By the way, taking on the dictator does not accommodate cowards. If you are somebody who fears and think you are just going to talk from the safety of your bedroom, you are just going to talk on WhatsApp and threaten on WhatsApp, you are in the wrong place, my friend. This place is for courageous people who are going to open their chests to the dictator and say, here we are, we have come for you. Here we are, we will face your guns. Here we are, we will face your cannons. That is the struggle that we in the FDC have engaged in. There has to be mutual respect. We need to deploy our energies where it matters. And our guns from today going forward should be directed towards the dictator. Thank you very much for your kind attention. God bless you all.
Thank you. POA, Honorable Patrick Oboy Amuriat, the FDC President. All right, we are running very close to the very end. We are going to invite Papa, Ambassador Chairman Wasabirigwa, to come and speak to us in 2 minutes as well. You're welcome, sir.
The People's President, People Power President, Lord Mayor, the man, my President Amriat, and all the members of Parliament and other honorable members, ladies and gentlemen. You'll forgive me, I'm a little bit weak, partially because I lost a brother, Kasiri Gwanga. So I've been mourning, and I'm still mourning, but nevertheless he's gone. Munzikirize njogere mu Luganda. Olunaku lwa leero lunaku lukulu nnyo. Ffe abavudde emabega nga tulwana ndowooza n'envi muziraba. Okutuuka ku lunaku lwa leero nina essanyu nnyo 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 nnyini. Kino okubeerawo tumaze kumpi mwaka mulamba nga twogera. Meeting ezibaddewo, people's government, people power, nga tugezaako okulaba nti tuleeta ekintu ekirungi eri bannayuganda. Abasinga babadde balowooza nti tetukwatagana, naye nga tuli manju eyo tufumba. Kansuubire nti binaavaamu bye tufumbye bijja kuba birungi. Bannayuganda tufa, tugwawo. Oyinza okuba nga tomanya afudde naye abantu bafa enjala, battibwa, basibibwa, tebannakutuukako ggwe naye tekitegeeza bajja kukola ki kutuukako. Twerwaneko, kuno kwerwanako ffenna kyekiseera ffenna okuvaayo ne tugamba nti kino kikome, kiyitiridde kikome. Tubasaba mwenna programu zonna batuleese muveeyo n'amaanyi.
It is my honor and privilege to invite the principal of the People Power Movement, Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, to come and address this meeting, and Ugandans at large.
Thank you very much, our dear MCs and spokespersons. See, I'm still a music person, and whenever so much speech is given without music, that spirit of music comes back to me. And because the idea today is the United Forces of Change, I would like to musicize it, if that word exists, for a bit, and say, United Forces of Change, the only way we will get a liberation. Again, United Forces of Change, all of us must come together as one. One more, United Forces of Change, the only way we are going to get a liberation. Again, United Forces of Change, opposition must come together as one. Our people complaining night and day, they wonder why they continue to live this way. All we know that things can change someday, if we really want them to change anyway. Uganda, land of abundance, but Ugandans living in deficiency. Museveni wants life presidency, we must abandon that silly tendency. Uganda rich, but Ugandans poor, because the leader is drunk on power. He runs nation like family affair. The citizens suffer, but he don't care. Let's sing United Forces of Change. I like that. Let me also say, let me also say this in respect to all the formations, and I'll say, Whether you are JEMA, whether you are DP, whether you are NRM or you are FDC, whether you are CP, whether you PC, whether you are ANT, banegwanga bali malawo, abanyazingata abantu bali mukufa na njala, bwe twegatane tugoba abana abajega tusobola okutaasa eggwanga ensega. Thank you very much. Dr. Kizza Besigye and the People's Government and all the composing formations in the People's Government, the leadership of the People Power Movement and all the composing formations of the People Power Movement. Fellow leaders, ladies and gentlemen, I am privileged to once again be alive when we take this monumental step. We come together as the United Forces of Change. But before anything, I want to salute our elders who saw the way, went that way, and showed us the way. In particular, I want to salute you, Dr. Kizza Besigye. I want to salute John Ken Duchamuzi, the man. I want to salute the Lord Mayor. I want to salute Dr. Zedriga. I'll salute you, Mzee Birigwa, my neighbor, and all of you elders. For the inspiration that you've given to us and many other Ugandans over the years. Like my brother Joel said, you inspired us to the level that we are on the front line together. So from me and from the People Power leadership, so you know, we respect you, we love you, and we hold you in very high regard. I want to thank the forces of change for seeing it necessary to unite. Friends, we must unite because that is the only option. We must work together for the betterment of our country. For the masses that have been calling upon our unification, yes, we've been working together, we've been talking like Mzee Birigwa said, and this that we're doing today is yet another step into the right direction. To our supporters out there, we see the contradictions, we see the attacks and counter-attacks, and we want this to be a practical message to you out there, to know that we are not each other's enemies. We know our enemy, we know the enemy of Uganda, and that is Museveni and his regime of national shame. So the more we fight against each other, we are delaying the change that Ugandans so desperately want. We hope that this gesture will communicate to all of you friends who want change so badly, to know that this country is bigger than your principles, this country is bigger than you as a person, this country belongs to all of us, and yes, it can only change if we put all our noble efforts together. I want to briefly communicate to you friends that we as leaders can only see the way and show you the way, but it's very, very important that we work together. Today we are announcing these proposals, we are announcing these activities, but again it's going to take you friends out there, you the leaders that are leading besides us, ahead of us and behind us, to work together and make this happen, because if we fail, then we shall be sentencing our people to a further, extended period of oppression. So I want to call upon all Ugandans not to sleep, not to sit. Speak out and speak loudly. This campaign is called No Nedda. Say no, and don't say no silently. In fact, don't say no only verbally. Say no in word and in action. This campaign is peaceful, because we believe in peaceful means. It's non-violent, and yes, it is so simple that everybody and anybody can be part of it. Like our comrades have been saying it. Get your saucepan if you're hungry, or if you have a neighbor who is hungry, or if you feel oppressed, make some constructive noise. This is going to be necessary noise, ladies and gentlemen. Like we are saying, we are suggesting, but we know that a lot of creativity is going to come from the masses out there. Be creative. Own this. This is yours. This is about you, friends. Make that noise with everything that you can use, whether it is a whistle, whether it is a metal gong, whether it is a bell, whether it is your saucepan or cup, whether it is your car in a taxi or boda hood. Make every and any possible necessary noise, ladies and gentlemen. We as leaders are leading the way, but we want to know that you're there. Every time I move, people meet me and they tell me they are with us. I'm sure they tell the same to my fellow leaders. But we want you to tell each other and tell the nation and tell those oppressors that you are there. Speak and you will be heard. Mogere mulirwe. Make your voice. When I was still singing, we would say, Je mulieyo, and people would say, Je tuli. So show us that you are there, ladies and gentlemen. This is coming together, and we are saying it can only succeed if we all work hand in hand, ladies and gentlemen. Like Malcolm X said, that strategies might differ, moves and tactics might differ, but the objective is the same. Our sole objective is the liberation of our country. Our sole objective is peace, is real freedom, is real liberty, and that we must get by any means necessary. For now, the means we choose are the peaceful means, are the non-violent means. Let's maximize them, because we know if we do what we must do, we shall win, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you for God and my country. Mpozi bansabye bino mbyogere mu Luganda. Basebo ne banyabo tuli basanyufu nnyo olunaku lwa leero. Ku lwange nja kusanyuka nnyo olw'okufuna omukisa guno nga tukyali balamu. Neno step ne tugitekinga. Step ey'okukwatagana ffenna abaagala enkyukakyuka mu ggwanga lyattu Uganda. Tulabe ng'ate tukolawo ekyenjawulo. So nja kussa ekitiibwa mu bakadde baffe abaatusookawo, Dr. Kizza Besigye, Mzee Birigwa, Lord Mayor Lukwago, Muganda waffe Asumani, John Kendu Chams the man, Dr. Zedriga n'abalala bangi nnyo. Mwatulage ekkubo, mwatugula amaaso. Era olw'ebikolwa byammwe ebyo ebirungi bye mwakola, naffe tuyimiridde olwaleero ku frontline okussa amaanyi gaffe ku gammwe, tulabe nga tununula eggwanga lyaffe Uganda. Baganda baffe bangi babadde beebuuza lwaki tetukwatagana. Weewaawo ng'abakulembeze tubadde twogerezeganya, era nga tumanyi nti tewali ngeri gye tusobola kutaasa ggwanga lyattu lino okuleka nga tukwataganye. Kya mukisa nti olwaleero tutute ekigere ekirala maaso okubalaga kye tulina okukola. Era tubasaba baganda baffe mwenna, naddala abo abayanira enkyukakyuka, ababadde balumbagana ku mikutu naddala egya social media, tusaba kana akabonero kabalage nti bannange buli omu ku mmwe si mulabe wa munne. Mulabe waffe tumumanyi, yina kyemalira Yoweri Museveni ne gavumenti ye eyafuuka eyamusibira mu bbwa. Era twagala okubakakasa nti mwenna emmundu zammwe mwina zitunuliza mulabe, so si zitunuliza buli omu munne. Era tusaba okutandika n'olwaleero tukana akabonero namwe mukalage nti mukkiriziganya nako, era namwe kyemuyayanira basebo ne banyawo. Yeah. Mpozi olwa bana batusazeeko nja kuwa omukisa mukadde wange Dr. Besigye ajje naye abeeko kyayogera eggwanga tusobole okugenda maaso.
My brothers, the party leaders who are here, the Honorable Patrick Oboi Amuriat, Honorable John the Honorable Asmani Vasariwa, all the members of Parliament who are here, and all our dear brothers in the struggle. Jemuri! Jemuri! Wow. I will only make 3 quick remarks. The first remark I'd like to make. The first remark I'd like to make.
Get out of here, or else I will use all the maximum force to disperse you. So I order you to get out and go to your respective places.
The first remark I'd like to make is to thank God.
I am ordering everyone here. God is good. All the time.
So I'd like to thank God for today, because I believe in the God of justice, the God that will help us live in a free country. And as my brothers have said, it has been a long journey that we have walked up today. That's why we must thank Lord for the patience we have and the tribulations that we have gone through to get to this momentous day. Secondly, I would like to thank my brother here and all the people of the People Power Movement for the patience and the commitment to the liberation of this country that has made it possible for both our parts to come together and to join in this hall today. This is a wonderful, wonderful moment for our country. That we can unite to say that from here, let the whole country unite to say enough is enough. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our country is deeply divided. Yes. We have the 1% that uses guns to maintain power in this country and to subjugate the people of this country. This less than 1% uses people who are about 9% of the elite, who are used by this handful of people to maintain the oppression of the people of Uganda. What we are doing today is giving direction to the 90% of marginalized people that we must regain influence in our country. Power must come back to the people of Uganda, and so would the resources that they are stealing come back to be used for the benefit of our people. Indeed, during COVID, it has been shown, demonstrated, how the people of Uganda have been brought to the brink of destruction. COVID came when the country was dry. There was not a single bag of food that the country could rely on. The Bank of Uganda was empty when COVID came. Yet we live in a very rich country. So what we are doing today is to say that all the money that our people have legitimate rights to and we know where it is, it must be applied to the needs and the benefit of our people. But we know that it will not happen unless the people stand up and assert their right. So what we are doing today, what you heard this morning was the clarion call to say the time has come. Let's all lock hands and say we matter in this country. Let's raise our voices and say this is our country. Yep. That's why the first call is for you to raise your voice so that people can know that there are people in this country who are marginalized. Yeah. That there are people in this country whose money is being stolen every day. Raise your voice. And that's why we have said that from tomorrow at lunchtime, it will be at lunchtime, anybody who is hungry from tomorrow at lunchtime, raise your voice. Raise your voice tomorrow from lunch. Heat your empty saucepan. From tomorrow lunchtime, you blow your whistle. From tomorrow lunchtime, make the noise that you can make to show the country that this country belongs to us and that we are here to assert our rights. I thank you, all of you who have come, because indeed what they are doing outside there to intimidate us is what we are going to be facing from today going forwards. We are ready for them. Let them prepare. The people of Uganda, we shall meet them. Thank you very much and God bless you.